Hey, friends. Hey, happy Sunday. Here we go again. Trying to get these curls together. This we're going to do every day. Hey, friends. Hey, it's your girl, Coach Tucker. I pray that you are having a blessed and amazing Sunday afternoon. If we've never met before, my name is Tanisha James. I am affectionately known as Coach Tucker. And I want to welcome you to my little corner of these YouTube streets where I pop out every single day at 4 p.m. ish Central Standard Time. All right. With the mission of helping as many women as possible look, feel, and become the best version of themselves. Okay. While they lose weight by not doing the wild and crazy things that we see on the internet. And how do I know it's possible and easier than you think? Because I've been there. 5 years ago, I was 80 pounds heavier than I am today with a whole bunch of chronic illnesses. And it was the grace of God. It was only by the grace of God, a lot of prayer, a lot of accountability, and redesigning my life that I was able to find myself again. And I get to help women like you do this every single day. So I just want you to know that it's easier than you think and more possible than you think. And you don't got to do all the wild and crazy stuff that they tell you to do on the internet, like take Ozempic, okay? Or count the calories, or Lord, help us, okay? So listen, here's what I want to talk about today. It's Sunday afternoon, all right? And I want to talk about setting the standard for excellence for your week. All right. We are kicking off a brand new week. It doesn't matter to me what happened last week. I don't care what you ate, what you drank, how little sleep you did or did not get, and how many workouts you missed. It does not matter to me. Here's what I want you to know, that today is the day that I need you to set a standard for the week. Okay. I want you to set the tone for the week before your week sets the tone for you. Because if you're going to lose weight, if you're going to really lose weight, keep it off and change your life while you're doing it, none of it is going to be based on how you feel. It's not going to be based on motivation. It's going to come from a standard that, and the truth is, your week is going to follow whatever standard you decide to set, or the standard you fail to set if you don't set one. So most of us, probably have weekend shenanigans, okay? And this is what is common, what is the norm. Most people have weekend shenanigans. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Miss Annette. We have weekend shenanigans, and then now it's Monday, and we're like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm starting fresh on Monday. I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna do right starting tomorrow, okay? And here's what I want you to know. The reason why this keeps happening to you, because you do not have a line that you refuse to fall below. So we say things like, I'm going to try my best to do better. I really just need to be more consistent. I had a good day yesterday, so I'm going to take today off. I'm going to get back on track next week. And none of that is really a standard. A standard says this is what we do or we do not do, no matter how we feel. All right. It's a decision that takes away from you the ability to negotiate with what you used to do. All right. A standard is the minimum that you have decided that you will not go beneath, no matter what happens in your life. A standard says this is the lowest. Okay. I will go. I will not go beneath this point, no matter what happens in life. And this is not an emotional decision. It's not optional. It's not about motivation. It is about integrity. Because until you have a standard, everything is up for negotiation. The things you're supposed to eat is up for negotiation. They get skipped. The exercise is up for negotiation. The water, it don't get drunk. The mindset gets real weird. But when you have a standard in place, then what you do no longer depends on how you feel. You don't have to feel like it. You just do what you said you were going to do. All right. So I'm always take you back to the word. One of our favorite scriptures. Let me get my Bible app, because I said I wanted to say it right, and I had it up in the message. I don't know. I don't really love the message. Okay. I don't really love it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get it from. Let's do King James. This King James is King James. Okay, so I beseech you, therefore, by the mercies of God. That's not gonna work. We need another version. That King James is King James. Okay. Okay, here we go. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, meaning the punishment that you deserve, you did not get, in view of his mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, Holy means set apart, mean not doing what everybody else is doing, and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. That's the part I always forget, that it is your true and proper worship. Then he goes on to say, don't be conformed by what this world is doing, by the pattern of the world. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. All right? So that's the standard. The standard is not, we just going to show up when it's convenient. All right? But we're going to offer how we eat, how we move, and how we live as worship. All right? God is saying to us, we set the standard by giving him all the parts of our day, every part of it. We know the word, though. You knew that because you know the word. We know the word. All right? You know the word. You ain't need me to tell you that, but I need for you to make a decision that this week you're going to do it. You're going to act like you know. All right? So a standard is not, I feel like it. A standard is a expectation that you set in advance that keeps you on track when life make you want to do different stuff. So I'm going to give you some examples. A standard is I drink water before I eat anything. That's a standard. All right. I eat a simple plate twice a day. That's a standard. I do not skip working out or moving my body 2 days in a row. That's a standard. Even if I can't get to the gym, I'm going to find a way to move my body for 30 minutes. That's a standard. And so a lot of us have a hard time losing weight. And the reason why is not because you don't know what to do. It ain't that you don't know this word, and it ain't that you don't know what to do. It's neither of those things. But the thing that you're doing is leaving the door open for negotiation. You need to have a standard that say, I do not negotiate with these terrorists called my feelings. All right. When there's a standard, then you have some organization and some structure. And when life get to life and you ain't got to think, you just follow the standard that you already set. Oh, not King James. I read from New International Version. I'm not totally sure how I feel about them. Some of these versions be remixing, okay? They don't be saying, they get a little far off in their interpretation. I'd be like, did the word say that? I be having to look again. So I try to look at different ones. And so I may read in here and then I'm always going to take it back to King James. I know King James say, I beseech you, okay? And we be like, what is a beseech? I don't know. What you mean when you say beseech? Okay, so yeah, that was New International Version. All right. So this week, I'm telling you, your week is going to follow the standard that you do or do not set. And this starting over is because you don't have a standard. You just out here winging it. And if you feel like it, you negotiate your way in and out of it. And I'm telling you, set what is the standard. Yeah, what is a beseech? I don't know. Do it. I think beseech means do it. Okay. So listen, I'm just saying, I need you to write down your 3 non-negotiables for the week. And these are not goals. These are standards. Something that your body, your brain, and your calendar can say, we all in, we're going to do it. So you can say, I'm going to drink 100 ounces of water a day, which is what I teach is the minimum. All right. You can say, I'm going to move for 30 minutes a day. I'm going to eat 2 meals a day using a simple plate. Right. And then you're going to say every single day, I want you to remind yourself that I follow the standard, not my feelings. I don't do this when I feel like it. I do this because I decided to. I made the decision. I said I was going to do it, and I'm going to do it. All right. And then I want you to check in every day, not on the scale, but with the standard. Because the real measurement is, did you do what you told yourself you were going to do? All right. This morning, I woke up. Did not. Okay, had a choice. I could have been late for church because I went to the second service. I was already late for the first service. Could have been made a choice, be late to the second service or get my workout in. I said, I think I'm going to make it, okay? The standard was, I will not close my eyes tonight without moving my body, all right? So this is why before I got on this live, I came in, changed out of my church clothes and put on these workout clothes. Because as soon as I get off here with y'all, I'm going to the gym. That's the standard, all right? So that's the real measurement that says I'm walking it like I talk it and not walking in circles, doing the same thing every single week. So you're not going to get results from digging in and trying harder. You're going to get results when you set a standard and you stick to it. You stand on it. So you have a choice at this point. You can either go into this coming week being led by your emotions and how you feel, or you can be guided, governed by the decisions. And if you are done, baby, winging your way through the week, I'm talking about just flying by the seat of your pants every single day of the week, and you ready to start setting the standard. Baby, type in the chat, my week follows my standard. I set the standard. All right. And if you want to bring God into the decision for real, go read Romans 12:1 again. Just go and read all of that first 1 through baby, the whole thing is 1 and 2. All right. The section is titled A Living Sacrifice. If you want to invite God to do it with you, let him set the tone. And that's a different lesson for a different day. All right. So we're not showing up this week when it's convenient. We're gonna do all of this to the glory of God. This is how you submit the parts of your life to God is a form of worship. Worship just means living in a way that says I am obedient, I honor, and I make sacrifices to put God first. Like when we say he's the head of my life, it means you actually live like it. That's all worship is, even when it costs. So worship says I don't just honor God with what I say, I honor him with my decisions. I don't just invite him during prayer time. I invite him into everything I do through the course of the day. So your worship actually shows up in what you decide to eat, the walk you take when you don't feel like it, the plate you fix when ain't nobody looking at it, can't nobody see it. And ain't just lifting our hands in praise in church. Is lifting some standards in your life. It's lifting some standards in our life. So I want this week, let's make it different, y'all. Let's make it different, because here's what I know to be true. The enemy would love nothing more for you to start the week in full worship with everything you do, and then you fizzle out within days. And I want you to invite God to come with you on a journey this week as we set a standard that we keep no matter what. You know the parts of your day and the parts of your week that have a propensity to get away from you. You know Mondays is harder or whatever it looks like in your life. You know Mondays are full and busy. Let's go ahead and start planning for those things and say, it doesn't matter what happened. This is the least I will do. This is the minimum. This is as low as I will go, okay? So it's the 30 minutes. Now, doesn't mean I won't set out to do 30 minutes and then you might do an hour. Great, but the minimum, the least is 30 minutes, all right? I don't care if it happens. I ain't say it had to happen at the gym. It can happen in your neighborhood. It can happen in the mall. It can happen in your house. It don't matter as long as it happens. I don't know if you want to do jumping jacks. I don't know. Set the standard and keep it, all right? So I want you to know that you don't have to do this alone. I have 2 communities. I have one that's free. That is what God told me to do is basically removing any and all barriers. Okay. And then I have a VIP community. We actually meet tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to join us, go to vip.readysethabits.com. And if you want to be in our free community, which is equally, there's trainings and everything over there too, that don't cost you anything but time and attention, go to readysethabits.com and you're going to be in there. Okay. So I love y'all to life. It is 4:41. I'm about to, because I ain't going to be able to get no couch nap today because it's kind of late. So if I go to the gym, don't sound like the couch nap going to happen. But I'm going, all right? But I'm going. Even if I miss my couch nap, I'm going to bed early, okay? I actually love y'all all the way up to life. I love you enough to help you be well beyond the weight. And I will see you here tomorrow in the same place and at the same time. Until then, do y'all homework. Romans 12:1 and 2. All right. Love y'all life. And I will see y'all tomorrow. When y'all come back, drop the standards in the chat. I want to see what they are. Drop your standards in the chat. Love y'all life. See y'all tomorrow.